Test 1 2 3. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm gonna hope you guys can hear me. Good morning. Welcome to MYNA Poetry Slam 2020 virtual edition. We love to see it. Me and Dalia, we're going to be hosting today. So we have a treat for you guys. Dalia is going to start off with a poem that she wrote. Please, I know we're jumping right into it, but please give her all the attention of your day. It's a super deep poem. This is kind of how we wanted to start off the session. So without further ado, Dalia, if you would please get into it. Dalia seems to be frozen. That's great. Okay, so I guess I'll start off with my poem that I wrote. It's also super deep, so try not to cry. But here we go. From the top. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Middle name is foolish. My little brother is toothless. Took him to a dentist and they said, "Hey, Yasmin, why you so ruthless?" Said, "I don't know, I just am. Like green eggs, but not ham. I live in Missouri, not Kansas. That's ugly. Ran track, but no hurdles. Scared of ducks and turtles. Shoes white and shiny. If you step on them kindly, please get away from me. I'll be mad and you'll see I'm not very friendly, but don't cry, won't kill you. Might leave a bruise or two. And don't forget, never step on Yasmin's shoes." Thank you. That one really came from the heart. I'm really passionate about my white shoes, so don't ever step on them. But basically that was my poem for the day. I am your MC. Welcome to MYNA Poetry Slam. If my co-MC will get on sometime soon. But if not, if you guys have the live comments, I'm just gonna go read them. Oh my gosh, you guys are gassing me. That's so nice. Thank you. Since Dalia threw me to the wolves, we're just going to begin with our lineup for today. And our first one is going to be Maymouna Areej El-Halbawi, sorry. And her title for her poem is Fight for Freedom. She is from London, and a fun fact about her is she loves baking and photography. So without further ado, please give it up for Maymouna. Okay, I'm back in the show. So I'm assuming we ran into some technical difficulty. I'm going to give it a second. Kansas is not better than Missouri. For anyone who said that, oh, Hamad, of course he would say that. Kansas is not better than Missouri for multiple reasons, but we're not going to get into that today. Fun fact, geography sucks. Oh, my EC knows that. Okay, so welcome back, Dalia. Nice of you to join us.
Salam.
Salam. Are you gonna do your poem?
If time allows, yeah. It was super last minute. Should I run it?
Run it up.
Okay. Okay. So my name is Delia. I'm from Louisiana. I don't like bananas, but I eat them from a canna. I love to wear bandanas in Copacabana. If you catch me in the streets, I'll kill you with my handa. A handa, not a Honda, perhaps an anaconda. There it is.
Good job, Dalia.
I
Like I said
Thanks.
before, that one was gonna be super deep, very intimate. We love to see it. I don't know who's in the live right now with us. If it's Maymouna, please feel free to reveal yourself.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Maymouna Areej El-Halbawi, and I'm in the UK. Okay. Something that should be in everyone. A mother, a father, daughter, and son. Fighting for freedom should never ever exist. You shouldn't be choked or hurt for it with a nasty fist. Everyone should be able to go their own way, show off, shine bright like a sun ray. We should never against each other fight. No sweat, no tears, only a pleasant sight. Long ago by the Prophet this we were taught. As an example we had Bilal, who for his freedom fought. Don't let foolishness drive us apart. Let's be kind and find love in our heart. Jazakumullah khairan for listening. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry if there was any problem with the internet, as I'm in the car and
Excuse me, Maymouna, you are perfect, and your poem was perfect, and I enjoyed that very much. And whenever you come to the US, come to MYNA camp, come to South Central camp. We got you. Welcome to the family. I've never met you in person, but I was shook. I honestly didn't expect that. I didn't think we had professionals on here today.
I think it was a really good message too.
Thank you.
It's definitely something like a hot topic at specifically this time. So it was a really good reminder.
Yes, Maymouna. I don't know if you can see your comments, but you have live comments from the people on YouTube, and they are all gassing you up right now. Everyone loved your poem. MashaAllah.
Thank you.
So for our next performance, it will be from Amirah Ahmed, and her poem title is Where I Find Him. She's from Virginia, and she runs cross country and track.
Assalamu alaikum. So the basis for my poem, I wrote this at the beginning of Ramadan when everything was kind of like, people were kind of starting to realize that quarantine wasn't just going to be like for a little bit, and we're kind of in for the long ride. So that's when I wrote this poem. It's called Where I Find Him. He is in the worn threads of my mother's work scrubs after another day of watching the world disintegrate before her feet. He is in between the furrowed brows of my father, navigating a sea of uncertainty. He is in the boisterous giggles that escape my little sister's room, laced with the blissful ignorance of childhood. He is in the oil that soaks my hair and the face mask seeping into my skin, an effort to keep sanity in this insane scenario. He is in the tears that fall to the prayer mat from my best friend's eyes, pleading with Allah to end the rampant fear. He is the Almighty, the most merciful, woven into the fabric of our lives, of our hopes, dreams, and despairs. He is the giver of gifts. So we turn to him, beg him to bless us with a remedy to our woes. But he is the restorer, the provider, the most compassionate. If he can craft the cells that make up the intricacies of your being, my dear, won't you have faith in his ability to cure this predicament we are in? You must remember during the faithless nights that your Lord has not abandoned you, nor does he despise you. When you cannot find God, look no further than your jugular vein. Examine the tips of your fingers and the curve of your nose, and tell me then if you found the faith in El-Musawi. the shaper, the fashioner. So find him in the folds of your thobe and the marble beads with which you repeat your remembrance. Find him in the lonely moments when you think you just can't take this isolation anymore. When there seems to be no end in sight, recall the names of your Lord. Al-Awwal, Al-Akhir, He is the first and He is the last. Put your trust in Al-Hakim, the All-Wise, for He will not fail you, even in the most trying of times. Ameen.
I mean,
That was deep.
yeah, that was good. The wording was like perfect. Like
Yeah.
how you tied it back to like Islamic like a hadith and things like that. That was really cool. I liked that a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Good job. You really did that. What region are you from?
Mid-Atlantic. I live in Virginia. I'm from Louisiana, actually. I was born and raised in New Orleans, but
Oh, where? Oh, New Orleans.
yeah, Metairie, Kenner area.
That's nice, but definitely good job. You really killed that.
Thank you.
That's dope.
All right, next up,
Mashallah.
yeah, we started off pretty strong, honestly. We have some pretty good poets out here. I had no idea, for real. Our next one up is none other than the incoming president, Zakareeya Zaid. If you guys know this guy, he might steal your cereal, but I do know he's kind of good with his words. And his poem title is called Expectations. He's from Maryland. He's the current chair of Mid-Atlantic. And like I said, the incoming MYNA president. And his biggest fear, is dogs, which sucks. Like, how are you scared of dogs? I love dogs personally. But yeah, everyone give it up for the one and only Zakareeya Zaid.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I just want to let it be known that I only took Yasmin's cereal because she ate the rest of my wheat thins. So, yeah, I'm just putting that out there. I don't just steal cereal for no reason. Yeah, like Yasmin said, this poem is called Expectations. I wrote it last summer, and I'll just let you guys hear it and take away what you want. I let the man have a talk with the beast in me. I'm holding on to my last bit of decency. I need an outlet because I don't feel the way I used to feel recently. Expectations are a cancer. Oh, you can't, sir? Then who will? It's like from the moment of my conception, the people around me had a perception of who I was supposed to be. Willing myself to please everyone around me takes its toll, paying for others' happiness, ignoring my own. Split personality. See, as the person I'm supposed to be is surrounded by affection, the person I really am feels all alone. Because I wake up every day, put on a mask, dress myself up, make myself presentable, because just like my auntie's natural hair, who I am wasn't satisfactory for the workplace. I've been looked in the eyes and fed the real lies about the direction my life was supposed to take, only to realize it was a deception. If I take a step back and look into my own eyes and see the reflection of the man I want to be inside, maybe I'll refocus my intention. There's a saying that goes, know thyself, discover yourself. Don't let someone else discover who you are, because so often we spend our time looking for someone else's gratification in order to fill our heart spaces. But I'm here to tell you to listen. Listen to what your heart is telling you. Listen to the way your legs move. Listen to the way your arms grooves, because at the end of the day, none of those belong to anybody else. They belong to you. Jazakallah khair for listening.
See, this is why, even though he may have taken my cereal, I have no choice but to respect and to stand Zakareeya Zaid. One of the comments said, it's the way I'm speechless before the poem even ended. And that was me. I'm pretty sure it was a lot of you too. That was really good, Zach. You killed it. Can't lie. You killed it.
Yeah, that was really cool. The message was really cool. It was really like, even though you directly said you directly said certain things, it was really ambiguous. So there's a lot of things we could have taken from this poem. Really good job, mashallah.
Most definitely.
Thank you.
So our next performer is Nawal Ahmed. Her poem title is A Present Past. She's from Austin, Texas. And fun fact about her, she wrote her first plane at less than a month old. Let's give it up for Noel.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Just to intro my piece a little bit, I wrote this poem a couple weeks ago to show my support for the Black Lives Matter movement. I just hope to shed just a little bit of light on the kind of challenges that Black Americans have been facing for way too long now. So this piece is called A Present Past. With our Black brothers and sisters we stand, and it is their justice that we demand. Justice for every man or woman shot to the ground, for every child with no father around. They take their fathers and ask why they have none. Your why, yes, you with the gun. If only the honor in your badge reached down through a uniform into your heart, then maybe you wouldn't tear these families apart. If only your duty was to protect all lives, then maybe Black husbands would still have their wives. Those innocent would still be alive, but no. For far too long, we've heard the cries of racism tear through the streets of this country. It's there. All men are created equal, it's stated. 1776, it was dated. So why then has that vow been ignored from back then until now? So why then must we fight for this equality? Racism isn't in the past, it's a reality. Racism isn't dead, it's not just something in those books that we read. Racism in this country is alive, and it's even given the chance, the ability to thrive. Not a single day goes by without a Black man that's denied his rights as a human being. Are you not seeing the pain that they go through? This suffering is nothing new. They have been living like this for years, holding back their tears, hiding from their fears, protecting their children from the cops whose duty is to protect. How? How does this all connect? How is that a cop has a right to kneel on the neck of a Black man, but a Black man doesn't have the right to live a proper lifespan? I don't know what it's like to be a Black person in the States, but I do know that they've heard far too many waits. It's time for some change, and that non-Blacks we must help arrange. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, O people, your Lord is one. Your father Adam is one. There is no favor of an Arab nor over a foreigner, nor a foreigner over an Arab, and neither white skin over black skin, nor black skin over white skin, except by righteousness. Have I not delivered the message? Has he not delivered the message? Hasn't there been enough wreckage? When will be the day that we will be able to say that in this world, love overtakes hate? That the color of one's skin is just a trait? That racism will no longer be for debate? A day when the concept of superiority is overthrown, when the feeling of unity is grown, and equality is finally shown. Thank you.
I don't know if you were looking at the comments, but literally everyone was losing their mind. Like chills, literally chills. It was insane. That was crazy actually. Mashallah.
That one hit, man.
Yeah.
That
was
one
good.
Crazy. And you know what's so crazy is your voice is so delicate, but the words that you were saying were so like I don't even know. I'm speechless. I've never, it's not often that like someone can like speak like in the form of like spoken word and I'll actually have nothing, like I have nothing to say. Like that was beyond amazing. I think you should put that in a book and publish it. You're really good. And I think the message was amazing. Yeah. And definitely needs to be heard by every single person on this earth.
Thank you.
You killed it, man.
Good job, yeah.
Man, and then it's like this. I think this is the tough part. You know what I mean? They try to prepare us for like the ones that were gonna be like super, super deep, and I was like, yeah, okay. But like I didn't expect that at all. That was really good.
Yeah.
That was really
the
good.
Specific. She got really specific with some of the stuff too.
And the thing is, like, that's how it needs to be. You know what I mean? I feel like that.
Yeah, it's the reality.
It really is. Yeah, that's crazy. She did great. All right, so next up, we have our very own Salimah Hagmagid. Salimah is a poet. She does great whenever she does it. The title of her poem is Daisies. She herself is a daisy, I think so.
Yes, sir.
She loves to write, but she is terrible at spelling and grammar. I didn't say that. She said that, but I kind of agree. And then she's from Northern Virginia, the DAC. I guess that's DMV area. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good job. Give it up for Salimah.
All right. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So, like Yasmin said, my poem is called Daisies, and I'll just leave it at that, inshallah. So, bismillah. We live in a society of extreme hypocrisy. They say we the people, but still so many are fighting for democracy. We stop violence with violence. We turn into tyrants to stop tyrants. We ignore our mothers. We are hostile to others that don't look like what we call beautiful. We stare at the sun until we go blind and then cry because we can't see it anymore. We slam doors in the faces of our friends until we slide and cry on the floor. We walk with our heads down, but we have so much pride. We barely know what we're made up of inside. The one thing I know in this universe is the existence of daisies, the small, beautiful things in this world that always faze me. I'm wrapped in a field of confusion. I can't get out of the field of confusion. I see so many daisies among us now. Beautiful little things that keep letting themselves down and letting themselves drown in the sunsets and paychecks of this earth. You know what the secret of life is? I'll tell you. It may be hard to hear for the tough ones among you. The secret of life is delicacy. To practice delicacy. To move, speak, smile, argue, cry delicately. Not passively or quietly, not weakly or shyly, but with patience, with grace, the capacity and ability to take up space, all while knowing that if you got punched in the face, you would feel it, it would burn, because sensitivity isn't a weakness, it's the only way you learn. To live delicately is to speak eloquently, but it's also to understand that experiences are definitely crucial to what makes us who we are, whether you're in despair or all you do is care for the strangers around you. To tread lightly and speak thoughtfully will change how you share your life with the daisies of this earth. The daisies of this earth, the fragile, the beautiful, the controversial ones among us, the people we know and the people that grow, knowing all about the hypocrisy of their lives, all about the stories that are lies, all about the way that people cry about them every day because they used to be so happy. And now they're not anymore. Daisies are the kind of beings that get locked behind doors while falling through floors, and they feel the pain, and they know their name. They don't forget where they came from or how to stay sane because they're real, they're raw, they're beautiful, but they're small. They understand that the secret of life is the way to be wise, the way to be kind, to let our hearts out, to let ourselves speak out, to be more conscious of the words that come out of our mouths, because in this time, in this space, the daisies we've been blessed to have among us, we throw away our lives with too harsh of a word, too loud of a sound, yelling at the people that lost us how we're mad that we were never found, getting so wrapped up in the stupidity of hypocrisy, the unintelligence of unawareness, the pain we feel from the pain we steal, all because we forgot how to live delicately, with our hearts being lively. The secret of life, the secret of daisies, the empire of knowledge you receive when you learn to listen closely. To the beating of hearts, the unexpected adventure you gain when your car won't start up. I'm the most imperfect person I know. I feel like I'm going backwards sometimes when I'm trying to grow. I pick myself apart and then throw away the good things I know to be true about me. All I do in life is look to the sky. All I do in life is find times to cry. All I do in life is wonder why I am where I am. I am who I am. Right now, my heart is telling me I don't know what the plan is for this delicate life I'm living. Is my time worth giving to people that don't give anything back? The daisies in me tell me not to cry. They tell me to close my eyes and fly away from all my problems right now. I don't know who's my real friend. I don't know when any of this will end. All I know is to begin with Bismillah and end with Bismillah and hold on to whatever I have left of who I am. The secret of life stays with me, to always practice delicacy. And I'm running towards the sunrise right now. Maybe the clouds have something to say. Maybe I'm just running away. Maybe today is just another way for the earth to say, we haven't lost you just yet, no matter how fast I try and pass right through the dying sunsets. Thank you.
Oh my God. Salimah is the kind of poet where you'll listen to a line and you'll be like, oh my God, that line was crazy. And then she'll say the next line and you're like, oh my God, that line, and it just keeps going on. And that's like the whole poem. Like, God damn, I was just blown away, man. You did that.
Thank you.
She was so slick with it too.
I know. Like
When you threw in the Arabic words like Bismillah, yeah, it was good. And the whole the metaphor, like the idea of the delicacy, that was really cool.
And then speak delicately. Oh, I was shook. I was like,
Yeah.
man, that was crazy. Oh man, your comments were popping too. You gave people the chills. People were screaming, man, literally screaming.
Thank you guys. I appreciate all the support.
Man, thank you.
That was dope. Yeah.
That was really good.
So for our next performance, it's gonna be from Maryam-Noor Javaid, and her poem is titled "Who Do We Think We Are?" She's from Missouri, and she loves chocolate chip cookies.
Missouri.
Let's give it up for her.
Assalamu alaikum. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm gonna go after Salimah. That was like, mashallah. So mine is a lot more not serious. It's more of like a joke, and it's like a play on like our society. But yeah, I wrote this like last year. It was for a competition for like titled Ignorance, like on the topic of ignorance. So here we go. Who do we think we are? We walk around like kings and queens and look down on others. We think so greatly of ourselves. How we got to this point, that is yet to be discovered. We listen to absolutely no one. We do what we feel is best. Arrogance seems to flow through our veins, starting at the very tips of our fingers. It eventually poisons the rest. We think we shouldn't waste our time talking with people who don't reach our level. Unpopular, dumb, ugly, might as well converse with the devil. When we look in the mirror, we think we're the best dressed. But when that mirror breaks, shatters, and cracks, we'll eventually see we really aren't worthy of that success. There are people who display their pride in media. They post pictures of all their expensive things. Dudes are like, look how sick my Gucci slides are, and girls will be showing off their diamond rings. Some stand tall in the masjid, laughing around in their exclusive little cliques. They look down on others and think their ethnicity, whether that be Arab or Desi, is the best to exist. And it's not like no one warned us or discouraged our behavior. We got reminders time and time again, yet chose not to listen. One of those rebellious teenagers. For instance, yesterday on the radio, Kendrick Lamar was singing the song. He was like, sit down and be humble. But we didn't hear it. Half of us are just ignorant. And the other half had our AirPods on. All right. I'm done pointing out our flaws. It's about time we take responsibility of it all, right? We need to check ourselves. We need to make sure our heads aren't held too high and try our hardest not to have too much pride, because we know we will be accountable the day we die. Thank you.
When she said the AirPods,
I know.
part,
I was gonna say that too.
that was too on point. That was so good.
Full of puppy when people just wear their AirPods for nothing.
But no, the whole idea of like the humility, that was really important, especially when you were talking about like how in the Muslim community we can judge people based on their ethnicity. And I know that like in a lot of big Muslim communities we have like different message, and you have the brown mosque and then you have like the Arab mosque. I thought that was really cool how you mentioned that. That's really important.
Thank you.
Really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Good job.
You really did a good job at setting like the, what is it called? Like setting the scene. Like I feel like every poet is doing a good job at like making us feel like one way and changing the whole dynamic of our, feelings in another way. So good job to you.
Thank you.
What part of Missouri are you from?
St. Louis.
Oh, okay. So kind
the
of
best part. Sorry, no offense.
So for our next performance and one of our not so mystery guests, it's Yusuf Habdadayim. This is actually his debut. His title of his poem is called Where My Demons Hide. He's from Indiana and he's 21 years old. Let's give it up for Yusuf.
Assalamu alaikum. So this is a piece that I wrote about an experience I had back in 2017 at Hira. It's a 3-week program that MYNA puts on. But shout out Hira. Bismillah. I'm a pretty peaceful person, but today I had to fight. Now, I'm not talking left jab or right hook. To be honest, it was kind of sad and it left me so shook. Something inside of me kept telling me to hate. It kept telling me to blame others for my mental and spiritual state. It kept telling me that this person is doing everything in their power to drag me down, when the reality has always been that I control my own fate. Last night I battled with demons. Demons which were my own. I wanted to scream and cry all at once. Scream because I've never felt anything like this before. Cry because I've never felt so alone. Imagine your heart weighing you down like a rock. Imagine trying and trying to get inside it, but the keys are missing and you just can't pick the lock. The clock won't stop ticking. You walk till you drop. Clicking goes your mind till pop. Tears start trickling down your cheeks. I met someone new today. They had a familiar face, but something about them was off. They had the same long hair, breathed the same air, gave off the same blank stare, and brushed things off like he just don't care, just as I did. But something about him was off. He walked with his head held high, but deep down inside, he was always shy. You take one look at him and think, yeah, he's fine. He had eyes, ears, and nose just like mine. Wait, it was me. But something about me was off. It wasn't something visible from the outside, rather, it was deeper than my appearance, the disappearance of my ego, my head and heart incoherence, someone who's clearly shaped by perseverance, the way I thought of my Lord with no interference. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Allah said, kun fayakun, and boom, the shackles were lifted. I've never felt so calm and gifted. My heart was finally free. The longest 3 hours of my life, and the winner of this fight was me. Thank you.
Someone on the comments was like, Eminem been real silent since Yusuf came on the scene. And you know what's funny? I'm gonna give a disclaimer. When we found out that Yusuf was gonna be the mystery poet, like me and Daddy were like, "Can we clown? Like, is that okay?" And then they're like, "No." But low key, there's nothing to clown. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Like, I've known Yusuf for a while. I had no idea this dude was a poet. Like, damn.
And that honestly, like, that takes big guts to share like what he shared. That was really impressive. That was really cool.
This was a
mad props.
Real mystery, hidden talent. OMG.
Yeah.
That was really cool. A lot of comments. Dang. It's just, you know, when you like see like someone eating ice cream with ketchup, like you think no, that's a bad analogy. Like you see like a butterfly lifting weight. That's what I thought it was. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
unexpected. I didn't think it would.
That was really cool. Yeah. It definitely like surprised all of us.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, I've known Yusuf my whole life and didn't know. That's crazy.
Dang, that was dope. That was good.
Yeah, and the poem itself was good too. You know what I mean? And delivery.
It was heavy. Yeah.
Delivery was really good too. All right, so it looks like we're coming to our last poet of the day. If you've been around in MYNA, you know she is a regular poet, Mariam Soliman. A fun fact about her is she's been performing for 6 years. Like I said, if you went to a MYNA camp, you probably heard her speak. She's really good. Fun fact about her, she wrote her first play at less than a month old as well. We have 2 of those. But her poem title today is Muslim and Understood. I don't know if I heard this one, but I'm ready for it either way.
All right. That was actually not my fun fact. I think it was the other Mariam's fun fact. My fun fact was that I lived in Egypt for 3 years. But yeah, I'm going to share 2 short poems today. The first one is titled Muslim, and then the second one is titled Understood. But I'll start with the first one. Muslim, here we go. M-U-S-L-I-M, that spells Muslim, a group that different people may perceive in different ways, a group that the media degrades, and because of that, channels like Fox News think they slay. Well, let me give you a quick news flash. What the media says isn't always right or bright and may sometimes give you a fright. Some people after 9/11 think I'm Bin Laden. Sorry, I'm gonna have to break it to you. I'm not. I don't have the cold blood that runs under my skin, and I don't make the world spin by thinking violence is the answer to everything, and I don't take religion and make it look like the worst of things, because sometimes religion is all someone has going for them. The headscarf, the hijab is something I wear. I know a lot of times I walk down the hallway, people stare, they don't know this has become a part of me, a sacred part of my identity, one that holds me close to God. Rabbi, please help me become stronger on my everyday journey. This is a test. How strong can I be? A test. It was my decision to preserve my dignity. A test. You can hate on me all you want, you see. This is a test for you to judge, not based on outside looks, but rather inner beauty. Alrighty, so that was piece number 1. I wrote this piece when I was in high school, and we actually had like wear a hijab for a day for the girls in our high school, but our high school shut it down. So we had a discussion about it, and this is a piece I shared at that discussion that we had at my school. But the next piece, titled "Understood," is about the recent events that's been happening. So yeah, it's about the recent events that's been happening, and I'll start it, inshallah, bismillah. I feel underground, like there's barely oxygen to breathe, and if I take a breath, a hand will reach down to my neck and push me back underneath. I feel under pressure, like the score is tied, and the only way to win is if I make a shot from the 3-point line. I feel underestimated. Maybe people see the color of my skin and think she's about to go down, we about to win, saying Black Lives Matters, no huge undertaking. It's just vocalizing that a lot is dependent on the color of your skin. Who are you to judge people on the amount of melanin? People are tired is the biggest understatement. It's more like shot down, crying, screaming, I can't breathe into the pavement. Minorities' rights are sometimes underemphasized or skimmed over, no big deal, now they're compromised. I think what this all comes down to is understanding that demanding the truth is never comfortable. We should look deep into our history, become knowledgeable. Let's reclaim who we are. Power to the people. No more silence, because justice is only when we're all equal. And that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Jazakumullah khairan for having me on.
Never disappoint. Mariam Soliman, man. She's one of a kind.
She's a whole performer, yeah.
I know.
Thank you guys. That means a lot.
Got a lot of people in the comments going crazy for you, giving people chills, going into trances.
Yeah, literally.
It makes me so happy just to see every MYNA person's name on these comments. Miss everyone so much.
I know, for real. But thank you for giving us a little taste of what it used to be like when we could see you in person.
Great job.
All right. Low key, I think that is all of our performers today. So, Dalia, what do you think? Let's recap real quick.
Honestly, I'm like crazy impressed, because I've never been good at like poetry or like been able to understand it well. But like the way that everyone performed and their word usage just blows my like small mind. Like I'm actually like genuinely impressed. Like honestly, when they asked me and you to do this event, I was like, okay, yeah, like sure, I'll do it. But like now I'm like, what the heck? Like I should have jumped on this opportunity. This actually blew my mind. I'm so impressed.
I know. And it's the way that all of these poets, like I can think something, but the way they word it is just like better than I could ever even thought it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was actually really impressed. I didn't expect, like you said, like when we first got offered the job to MC, we're like, yeah, okay, just another open mic or whatever. But for something to happen at 3 p.m. our time, like this was such a cool event. Like it really like blew my expectations, like out of the park. Really impressed, honestly. And even if I could hear all of them again, I would. Like I just want to go back.
100%.
I just want to go back and watch them. Like they were crazy good.
I think it was also really cool how like MYNA kids as young as they are like jumping on educating themselves about these really heavy topics. And that's something like so important that I think everyone needs to know. Like we need to educate ourselves, like, and no matter how young you are, it's important. Like it's the knowledge is out there and we just need to cop it. But yeah, thank you everyone who performed. We really appreciate it. Thank you everyone who tuned in.
Yeah, thank you for all the comments, hyping everyone up, and shout out to Mid-Atlantic for this amazing event. Well, I always clown Mid-Atlantic, but their events always pop off. Like, they really do. You guys really outdid yourself. So if you know anyone from Mid-Atlantic, send them a text, thank them for putting this together. We have our upcoming summer camp coming up in August, early August 3rd to 8th, I believe. If I get those dates wrong, I'll fix it. But it's going to be 3 hours every day. You can sign up on MYNA.org. Thank you guys for coming out. I don't think we have much else to say, but have a great
Thank you, Yaz, for emceeing.
Bro, thank you, Dad. The Bonnie to my Clyde, man. Catch us at more events. If you want me and Dad at your events, let us know. All right.
Hit us up. All right. Thanks, everyone, for coming.
All right. Salam.
Assalamualaikum.